The engineer and the contractor will walk us to the site and explain the project to us, where we are now and when we started.
Stop the spread. Get vaccinated against coronavirus for additional protection and prevention. This message is from Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service and partners. This advertisement is FDA approved. Fellow Ghanaians, the Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service and partners are introducing a vaccine against the deadly coronavirus. From March 2021, Ghana begins a free national vaccine rollout for all persons 18 years and above, starting with healthcare workers, government officials, security services, the aged, and persons with underlying conditions. The COVID-19 vaccine is safe, effective, and has been tested and approved by the FDA. Please remember, the vaccine is an additional preventive measure, so all existing protocols must continue. Let us continue to wear our face masks.
A third bulk supply point at Agyapong, called at the Sasago area, called the third bulk supply point. This area was supposed to be the fourth bulk supply point. And then it had to wait, so we had built another bulk supply point at the graphic route called the fifth bulk supply point, to supply the central business district, to take some of the load from Achimata, because Achimata was growing and Malamti was growing because of Kaswa, Weja, and all those places. There was a need to build this bulk supply point, and when the Media Compact started, they were very generous to us. They decided to help us to build this bulk supply point, which is the fourth, but in actual fact, the fifth that we are building, to take some of the load from all the other bulk supply points, because Accra is going there. Some stations in Accra do not supply only Accra per se. They supply all the way to Agyapong, all the way to Nsawam, to Weja, Kaswa, and the rest. So that is why we are having this, in order to take some of the load from the existing bulk supply points. So now Accra alone would have about 5 bulk supply points. As I said, when I joined in 1987, the total load was about 100 megawatts. But as we speak now, the load is in excess of 800 megawatts, which is more than a quarter of what is generated for the whole of Ghana. Accra alone is consuming more than 25% of the load that of the energy that is being generated for the whole of Ghana. That is why we are here today, to look at this project and see the impact that it is going to have on the supply. As I said, because the other substations are overloaded, sometimes you need to take some of the people off in order not to destroy some of the equipment. But we believe that when this project is completed, it's going to be a thing of the past. Everybody in Accra and the surrounding areas is going to have energy or power to do whatever they want to do. So as a background, I have to say, when we go around and we show you the things that we need to do during this period, you would appreciate exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you very much.
Frequently wash hands with soap under running water for at least 20 seconds, or sanitize often and practice social distancing. Stop the spread. Get vaccinated against coronavirus for additional protection and prevention. This message is from Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service and partners. This advertised against coronavirus for additional. Fellow Ghanaians, the Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service and partners are introducing a vaccine against the deadly coronavirus. From March 2021, Ghana begins a free national vaccine rollout for all persons 18 years and above, starting with healthcare workers, government officials, security services, the aged, and persons with underlying conditions. The COVID-19 vaccine is safe, effective, and has been tested and approved by the FDA. Please remember, the vaccine is an additional preventive measure, so all existing protocols must.
Hello? There's sound here. Oh, I'm monitoring it. Oh. Okay, all right.
You're going to bring the live, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let us continue to wear our face mask. Frequently wash hands with soap under running water for at least 20 seconds, or sanitize often and practice social distancing. Stop the spread. Get vaccinated against coronavirus for additional protection and prevention. This message is from Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service and partners. This advertisement is FDA approved. Fellow Ghanaians, the Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service and partners are introducing a vaccine against the deadly coronavirus. From March 2021, Ghana begins a free national vaccine rollout for all persons 18 years and above, starting with healthcare workers,
which is fully funded by MIDA under the Global Compact for Africa from the USA. Now this project, when it's completed eventually, will address several challenges in parts of Accra and even parts of the eastern region, like in Saon, for example. Now, what we are seeing is that this is going to be one of the biggest, in fact, the biggest substation in Africa when it's completed. It's $33.5 million, fully funded by MEDA with support from the Ghana government and also from the USA. So it will be handed over to Gridco once it's done, and then it will eventually move on to ECG so that we can address some of the challenges with supply across the capital, particularly northern parts of Accra and some parts of Pokuase and in Saom, Legon and Kwabenya.
Yeah, so far, so how many megawatts to support this?
Well, it's going to be the biggest, so it can take a lot of power. I mean, what we are seeing currently, so the Minister of Energy has made a visit here to the site to inspect ongoing works here. He was joined by the Information Minister as well, together with the two CEOs of Gridco ECG and also the CEO of the VRA. So it's a full house this morning to inspect what is going on here. Elecna, the project coordinators on the ground who are making sure that this happens. It's really going to be effective for supply in Accra and also some parts of the eastern region, particularly in Saom.
Okay, so from here, where?
So from here, the minister is actually, we're doing a 360 tour of the whole project site. Okay. From here, I'm sure the media will be informed again because he's thinking of another trip to the Kaswa bulk supply point. Also, another project funded fully by MEDA. That is going to be in the coming weeks. And when that happens, we'll let the media know. Because you make things happen, so you can join us as we move on to inspect works that are ongoing to address specific challenges in parts of Accra.
Okay. Your name again?
Ebenezer Mankwa, Gridco. Thank you.
There's another project which is there's infrastructure required to take power from this substation. There's another contractor that is doing electrical that is doing that. That project is well advanced. Actually, that project will be commissioned. We plan that we are going to finish all those lines by 30th of April. So 30th of April when it comes,
this substation is ready to supply if it is commissioned, because the stations that are already going to supply or pick load from here are already completed. These are all the lines that you can see outside, the big lines that are running along the road to the interchange. New massive towers. They are all set to take power from this one and distribute it into various points of the PCG network. My name is Munes. The surname is Long. I'm a project engineer. I'm the engineer. But I work
be that conductor that you see over there.
Yeah. So what we are going to do now that the project is about 95% complete, we are going to break into that line to get the power into the substation. Now, there is, you see this tower, there is yet another one that has been constructed close to the other tower over there. For now, it's just the base that has been done. They are going to build the superstructure and then take out power before they can put the superstructure. So during that period, we would have to take out the 230 kV line completely for about 1 week. It means between Pokuase and then Tema, power flow will be very, very limited. It will only go through the 161 kV, the coastal line. We are going to take a number of days to get that tower fixed, connect the conductors to this. Then it will land on the gantry here and then get into the substation. Now you just cannot terminate it here. You would have to come to the substation again for it to continue to water that stemmer. So a similar arrangement is over there, and then we would have to also go that way. And as I said, during that period, because the 330 kV line will be off, you will not have power flowing from Pokuase to water. That may involve some load shedding in Accra. We are expecting about 100 megawatts during the peak period and about 50 megawatts off peak. Now for the 100 megawatts, what we are going to do is that we are going to get some of the load transferred to other stations within Accra just to reduce it. So RICO is still working on that and they'll tell us exactly what will be involved finally. But we are expecting that during the peak, the maximum will be about 100 megawatts and then off peak 50 megawatts. So that is why we require the outage. There's no way you can work here without this line being off. It's not possible.
How long is the line going to be off?
We are expecting that by the 10th of May, we will start taking off this line.
Will there be an official announcement for that?
Yes, ECG. There is a communication team that is working on this, and ECG is leading that effort. We are going to, in fact, everybody is involved. All stakeholders are involved. From ECG, Gridco, NIDA, SMEC, our engineers, Electron, the contractor, all other stakeholders within the country, Minister of Energy, Minister of Information. Yes.
So how many days?
It's going to take about a week. So for a whole week, that line should be taken off, and then I will work as fast as possible, possibly working in the night as well, just to reduce the time. That will be, we'll be working throughout the night just to ensure that we are able to make it within the 7 days.
It's being worked out now.
ECG would come out with
the details. It will be published in the dailies. It will be sent to all the media houses when it is ready. We are now working it out. When it is finally completed and then has been agreed by all the stakeholders, it will be published in the dailies, as I said, and then also sent to all the media houses to disseminate it to the affected people and to all Ghanaians.
What's the percentage of work?
It's about 95%. And if you look at the base are all completed. The rest of it, I mean, the stone carpeting analysis, those are very, they don't, we have gotten all the base through. The transformers are all in place. We are ready with the outgoing circuit in ECG. You see some cables up there. You see those towers. Those are the ECG towers. They are quadruple towers. This is the first time we've had quadruple towers in Ghana. You have 4 circuits on one tower. So all those things are ready. The moment reach the Greco side is ready, the contractor will hook up and then you have power flowing to someone and the rest of the area.
The last time we came here, the estimated cost for the project was $50 million.
Well, it's close to about $60 million. Yeah. No, what is going to happen is that if you break into the substation, you would have power here to do other work. It doesn't mean that once we break into the substation, then the station is very complete. You are breaking in there, and then you are not going to take off power again because the power will be within there.
Can you just give me a deadline?
By the close of July, I guess we should be done. Yeah.
And that's full.
Yeah, fully. which also involves the construction of the road for the community here, asphalted road around some of the areas here, and so but those are later. They are not related. Those are the periphery. They are not related directly to the power project here.
Please clarify. The area can be when the project is completed. We're hearing now July, August. Clarify for us what's the difference?
Now we have to take a lot of pay to get some of the contractors in here because of COVID. COVID has actually delayed some of the things we've been doing here. Even if you look at the people working here, we needed to limit the number of people working here because of COVID. Some of the engineers were supposed to come down. To get some of the contractors in here because of COVID. COVID has actually delayed some of the things we've been doing here. Even if you look at the people working here, we needed to limit the number of people working here because of COVID. Some of the engineers were supposed to come down and various countries for installation here.
The question I think is answered. You said 51st May, now you're saying July, August. You're asking for July.
So I'm saying that, but for COVID, we would have finished around the May that you are talking about. But because of COVID and because of disruptions to the supply chain, we've had to shift the program to the end of July because the contractor couldn't work as it was supposed to be.
There are very many milestones. By the 1st May, we would have finished the tie-ins and then we start the supply, but not the full capacity of this place. You understand? That's why you said that by July, August, the full complement will be completed and we would enjoy the full power from this place.
Yeah. So you need to differentiate between the two. One is breaking in and then having the power here, the power continuing to them. That one is what we are talking about today. But full, getting the completed and handed over to people, that should be around July. Yeah, so two different things. One is getting the power to here and getting it out to them, continue to them, because we need to later. Then the second is full completion of it. My name is Engineer Amuna. Engineer William Amuna. I'm technical controller for NIDA.
So you are saying that the project
No, nobody has said that. We have designations for all our
Stay on this path here.
Those are bra or more yet. You're for passport. You know, I mean, media mudia let's say idea Ghana e hwe nim akoto so be na e hwe nim say yankofo kan tantumi ya me
ebi mu wo wa bibia ye ya omo ho asembone kanti ye krapo de no ye ha ye be ka ya covid ba ye fi ase omo se na mo boa numbers ne nye correct na say ni say senka ye kodi wo machira nke be ye ne wo ntam akasa omampani ka say ye ma ye ni nkwa adwuma no ho na enye ene covid ho fa so aye nye saa so na we sweat nti so obi ti ba bi no no wo ka asem foforo ye ne ni ya no nokure na ewom no ne ye ne mo central for abribia ye ne ba behwe ne ye di akire ye be ko kaswa bia be next week ye be ko kumase akohwe adwuma ye wo ho ye di akire ye bo ho de rule Ghana for ye wareshim so mbete ase e de omani ye di akire na ye wi adwuma ne peye that's why
21st clinic say eba sciatica no every usisi mu kono a woto ase ho no ntina fa usrem ekosi wo na ase ho no ebo betimi atutu ama wo ankasa wo hu ba bia enye enti 21st clinic wo mu na ye sciatica expert e wo Ghana ha wo mu de bibiduro so ho bibiduro ankasa ene be san o yade no masa de machine aka ho yade bibiduro ka ho ne asa de wato machine so ya san ya o massage bi ye wi a herbal treatment yade awo no ama ho ye sciatica 21st clinic na ye expert a wo tu ase Ghana ha ba bia wo mo ho enkran domi market wo ho heavy do dan ni mo ho ena kuma senso ahia uduru session so wo mo na nie dwabo so wo mo ho sunyane ni wenchi ni ba bia nkranza 0540 311 311 0540 311 311. There's a 21st clinic. Woman is sciatica expert.
Log on to www.net2tvgh.com for your local news and politics, business, entertainment, sports, and news from around the world. Catch up with your favorite Net2 television, Oman FM and Ash FM shows on our website. Never miss an episode. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Net2 TVGH, and hit the bell icon to get notifications when we upload new content. Interact with us and follow us on our pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Net2 TVGH for amazing content right from your mobile phone or computer. Net2 TV, beyond the limit. Log on to www.net2tvgh.com for your local news and politics, business, entertainment, sports,
We should come closer.
So get the problem. You can't get people to come in here. You can see we are managing. If you need something, you tell us and we help you get it. Let me hold for. Okay, yes. Are you okay? Come forward. Come forward one step. One step. Okay. That's fine. Yes.
Okay, please tell us your name.
Okay. Never John. This is also one.
Thank you, Sam.
Sam, you go to the other side.
Thank you.
That's fine.
Can we start? Okay. Okay. All right. My name is George Home. I'm the Director of Operations of ECG. We are currently in the ECG control room. And before I explain the functions of the equipment we have here, I would like to provide a little background to this substation. As already explained, the Pokuase bulk supply point is the 5th bulk supply point in Accra. The existing 4, Achimota, Malam, Trasacco, and Accra Central, are all located in the southern part of Accra. This is the only bulk supply point located in the northern part of Accra. And it is coming at a very crucial time for ECG. This bulk supply point has been on the drawing board for several years now. And we are grateful to the government of Ghana and MIDA for funding this project. When we commission, it is going to improve supply reliability in the northern part of Accra, the Ofankor, Pokuase, Amasama, Nsawam, Kwabenya areas. Those areas are fast developing areas, and all our lines serving those areas are fully loaded now. And as a result of that, we currently having low voltages at several points. When it is commissioned, it is going to improve supply reliability and improve voltage to our cherished customers. Before we commission, GRICO need to shut down their 330 kV line and connect the line to the substation. And that will result in some inconvenience to customers being served from Malam BSP right now. And so we'll be coming back to you to present to you a load management plan that will make it possible for us to smoothly commission the substation and improve supply reliability. We are inside a control room, and as you can see, the ECG side is an indoor substation. The GRICO side is outdoor. And indoor means all the conductors, the circuit breakers, are inside the control panels that we can see here. On my right-hand side is the 33 kV board, and on my left is the 11 kV board. Bulk power is received from GRICO through underground cables that come to our 33 kV board. And inside the board here we have the bus bar. Those are the conductors that receive the power. Then we have circuit breakers. They are devices that we use to control the on and off. We use it to regulate the power. Then on the panels here we have what we call protection devices. And those devices are very important. They monitor the lines and ensure that we don't have any problem on the line. As you know, power can be dangerous. So when we have a fault on the line, those devices automatically put off the circuit breakers so that we don't endanger the lives of our customers. We have 40 feeders, lines, 33 kV lines on the 33 kV board, and we have 20 lines on the 11 kV board. These lines are going to serve some existing substations that we have around. And after commissioning, we hope to immediately evacuate about 150 megawatts power from this BSP. The commissioning is going to be on the 31st of May. And 1 week after the commissioning, we'll be ready to evacuate power from this substation. And so I'll pause here, and if you have any questions, we can take them.
So how many days after the commission? How many days are you anticipating that there will be outage, a return supply of power or outage?
The load management is going to be for 1 week. The contractor needs 1 week to be able to connect the substation to the 330 kV line. And so from the 10th of May to the 17th of May, our customers around Malam will suffer a little inconvenience. We will try and manage it so that we don't put them off for too long.
Can you please repeat that again, please?
Yeah, so the load management that will come as a result of the commissioning process is going to start from 10th May. That is next month, 10th of May, and it will last for 1 week. So from the 10th to the 17th of May, 2021.
Which areas?
The areas to be affected will be areas around Malam, Dansoma, Kaneshi, yes.
If you want to, let me help you.
Sir, your name and is there anything new? Because the customers are already suffering. So is this new to them?
Yeah, this is not. It is not a normal outage. You know, normally when we carry out maintenance activities on our lines, we need to shut down the line to be able to do the work, and that results in outages from time to time. But this is because of the commissioning process of this BSP, and so it is new. It is not the normal outage that we experience.
Would that be a timetable for that?
Just to elaborate a little bit, we group the areas into 4. Group A, Group B, Group C, and Group D. And we structured in such a way that no one group will suffer the whole 7 or 8 days. The maximum each group will suffer is 4 days. And we also categorize into day and night. Sometimes you go off in the day for 2 days, 1 day, and then the next 2 days or so you go off at night. So we structured in such a way that no one group will suffer for the entire period. So we publicize this, the news, and then also through the social media handles, also notify the customers. We consistently notify our church customers and the public, as this is not the normal time for us. Which, as already stated, if this is completed, the commission will be done on the 31st of May. And then 1 week after, that's when we will start moving our feeders. At that time, we will have consistent and reliable power service to our church customers and the public.
We're hearing a bit of clarity. We're hearing 31st of May and August. When exactly is the commission going to be done?
The commission will be done on 31st of May, 2021.
So that's August?
No. But it was, we will start moving, that's the first week in June. First week in June, the other 7 or 8.
So by August, everything should be fine?
By first week in June, everything will be fine. Thank you. So the minister would like to bring the minister in. George Home, Director of Operations, BCG. Home. Director of Operations.
I would like to thank the media for coming with us. Last week you were with us at State Company. This week you are with us at Pokuase supply point, ECG supply point. And next week we invite you all to Kasua bulk supply point for another rendezvous. I've loved being with the journalists. We've had the various engineers in charge speak about what is happening. The so-called investment that people say we are not investing. You've come and seen with your eyes the investment that has gone on. Last week we were at Great Company
where they told us that some of these wires have not been changed since the 50s and 60s. But you went there and you saw people hung far up in the sky, stringing the wires. Today you've come, the wires would come here to improve the supply situation in parts of Accra, to strengthen the system. Where we are standing is an ECG substation. They have even done the work already for 330 kV or 330 kV lines from here to Pokuase, the second phase of the project. So the project is ongoing. We have, and I'll still plead with Ghanaians to bear with us that the outages that are happening are outages that are demonstrating that we are doing the work to prevent those outages. It's not outages that we are overlooking. And like the ECG said, load rationing when they are actually living the station. So everybody bears with us. This is not the whole national electricity outage system or timetable for the whole country. It's timetable for those parts of Accra and its environments that are going to be affected. And we hope that you bear with us. We are putting in the necessary investment and resources to be able to give Accra the needed voltages that the people can accommodate. Accra 1950, Accra 1960, 70, 80, 90. It's not Accra 2020. The population has more than quadrupled, but we still have to put in the investment to let me and you enjoy the electricity we so love. Without energy, there's no national development. And I hope, and I thank you for your cooperation. Thank you.
It's going live.
You know, I didn't recognize you. Oh, I see. Got a mask. It says 02. Yes, sir.
815 7062.
Mr. George.
Homie, HOMMEY.
Patrol number is
815 7062. Good afternoon.
Please go back and stand here. On your left.
Sorry.
What yeah, the live on the TV. So briefly explain to us the rationale behind this tour.
Rationale behind
this tour today.
Okay, so the purpose of this tour is to show to the public the work that is ongoing at this bulk supply point. This bulk supply point is a very strategic bulk supply point that is going to help address some of the challenges that we have in the distribution power distribution network in Accra. And so the purpose is to show to the media what is happening here, and then prepare your mind for the commissioning of this place, which will result in some inconvenience to our customers, especially our customers that are being served from Malam bulk supply points. The outage that will come about as a result of the commissioning is not going to affect all customers in Accra. It's a very localized outage, and so we want to explain to the public that we have prepared a program. We have prepared a program that will not inconvenience our customers too much. We have broken down the area into four groups. Group A, B, C, D.
each group will go off for a maximum period of 12 hours. 12 hours a day. And when a group goes off, let's say in the morning of day 1, day 2, that group, the same group will not go off. They will have power throughout day 2. And day 3, they will go off in the night for a maximum of 12 hours. And so that is the nature of the load management. It's not load shedding, it is load management. It's just to manage the load at Malam BSP, which will be affected because Gridco had to shut down the 330 kV line in order for us to commission the Pokuase BSP.
All right, just indulge me briefly. We understand this bulk supply point is the biggest we have. Biggest in terms of what? Can you just clarify that for us?
Yes, Pokuase BSP is the biggest bulk supply point in Accra. In terms of capacity, the BSP has capacity to deliver 580 megawatts of power to customers. That's the capacity of and it is the biggest. The next biggest is Achimota. Achimota has a capacity of about 300 megawatts.
Okay.
But Pokuase is bigger than Achimota.
How will this impact the power sector?
Yes, it's going to improve supply reliability in Accra. Accra currently is taking about more than 800 megawatts of power. And the load keeps increasing every day. And so we need to have a substation that has capacity not to just take care of the existing load, but also take care of the future load. And the Accra load is currently growing around 17%. And that is extraordinary.
So does that mean that the erratic power supplies we are experiencing will come to an end, or there will be a reduction? What exactly will be the case going forward?
Yes, the expectation is that the current instability in the power system will improve when Pokuase is commissioned. But as I mentioned earlier, before we begin to enjoy, we need to go through a little inconvenience. And we know that when it is finally commissioned, with all the interconnecting lines, we will have a very stable power supply for Accra.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. Your name and your designation again.
My name is George Homey. I am the Director of Operations, ECG.
I want to ask you one question.